You're digging through a dusty attic or clearing out your grandmother's garage, and you stumble upon something. A painting, a box of old letters, a strange-looking pot that's been used to hold umbrellas for 30 years. You have that little flicker of a thought, what if? It's the great attic treasure fantasy, fueled by one of the most comforting shows on television, Antiques Roadshow. We watch, week after week, as hopeful people queue up, clutching their car boot sale finds, waiting for that magical moment when the expert's jaw drops. Most of the time, it's a lovely but worthless piece of family history. But sometimes it's gold. For one family, that what-if moment didn't just happen, it exploded. They became the living embodiment of that dream. All thanks to a vase that had been sitting quietly in their family for over a century, its true, earth-shattering value a closely guarded secret, hidden in plain sight. This isn't just a story about an antique. It's a story about history, a changing world, and the unbelievable power of you just never know. The vase on the mantelpiece. The object at the heart of our story is a bronze and gilt vase, standing about 33 centimeters, just over a foot high. It's not enormous. It's what's known as a baluster shape, meaning it curves elegantly like a classic vase. But this is where the ordinary description ends. The vase is a masterpiece of trompe l'oeil, a French term meaning to deceive the eye. It's designed to look as if it's wrapped in a delicate diaper background, covered in a cascade of beautifully cast Chinese coins. The neck is adorned with stylized Qilong dragons, twisting and turning, and the top is finished with a classic Greek key border. It's beautiful, yes, but its real secret, the clue that would eventually ignite an auction room, was hidden on its base, a 6-character Qilong impressed seal. This wasn't just a decoration, it was a signature. It was the maker's mark of the imperial court, signaling that this item was crafted during the Qilong period, 1735 to 1796. This isn't just any period in Chinese history, it is, for many collectors, the absolute golden age. The Qilong emperor was a passionate patron of the arts, and the workshops under his reign produced some of the most technically brilliant and creative works ever seen. This seal was the equivalent of finding a lost painting with Leonardo da Vinci signed clearly on the back. The explorer's prize. So how did this imperial treasure end up in a British home? Its journey is a story in itself. It was originally acquired by a man who sounds like a character from an adventure novel, Major General Sir Courtenay Manifold. He was a military doctor, a seasoned explorer, and a collector. Back in 1899, he was sent on a special mission to western and central China. We can only imagine what that mission entailed or the circumstances under which he acquired the vase, but he did, and he brought it back with him. For generations, it became the vase. It was a treasured heirloom, a tangible link to an adventurous ancestor. It was passed down, generation to generation, a silent witness to more than a century of family history, world wars, and changing fortunes. The first what if? The 1986 Roadshow. Then, in 1986, one family member decided to act on that little flicker of curiosity. They took the vase to the Antiques Roadshow. The cameras rolled. The expert Oriental specialist Sebastian Pearson looked it over. He saw the craftsmanship. He probably spotted that crucial seal. His valuation? A very respectable $2,000 to $4,000. Let's pause and think about that. In 1986, that was a lot of money. The family must have been thrilled. Their heirloom wasn't just a pretty object, it was valuable. Adjusted for inflation, that valuation would be around $6,000 to $12,000 in today's money. A fantastic result. They took the vase home, delighted, and put it back on the mantel, now with a confirmed story to tell. And there it sat for nearly 4 more decades. The second what if? The auction block. Fast forward to the present day. The family, selling on behalf of an estate, decided it was finally time to part with the vase. They contacted Sloane Street Auctions. The auction house experts, knowing its roadshow history, examined it. They were cautious. The market can be fickle. They placed a pre-auction estimate on it, $3,000 to $5,000. Notice something? Their estimate was even lower than the inflation-adjusted 1986 valuation. It seemed that while a lovely piece, perhaps its moment had passed, they were hoping for a good day, maybe to hit $5,000. The sale was set for October 29th. The vase was just one lot among many. A rare 17th century Swiss watch, for example, was also up for sale, generating its own buzz. The auction began. The bidding for the vase opened. And then the magic happened. The $3,000 estimate wasn't just passed, it was obliterated in seconds. The $5,000 mark flew by.